Hello, this is David Birch at Star Path School of Navigation with a note on progress of Jacob Addaram on his road to Cairns, Australia, that we are following with these Google Earth overlays, all outlined in the links from the description. So as anticipated back in here, as soon as he was, for a long time here, he was just waiting for the forecast to get better, going as slow as possible. You see these red dots, that's a 0 hours, day to day, 00 Zulu. And then you'll see once he decided that the forecast is not going to get any better, and we have a lot of documentation of that on the blog, on our nav blog. So he decided to just go for it, and he has done that. And once he turned the corner, it was known that he was going to speed up a lot. And so now his progress here, if you just put the if you put a marker on here, like here, if you go, well, let me just back up a minute. You can click this and you see this is like 1640 today, and let's see, there's 1640 there. So if you want to see the real progress for a day, you would just put that tool up there and go down to here, and you see that's about 56 miles. 56, and then 56 miles in 24 hours, that's about 2.3 knots. 2.3 knots. So that's that progress there, and we'll look at this in the luck grid. So well, let me just do that right now. We can come back here and just show you how you can then, with a navigation program, see, we come up here then, and then we've updated his position. To today's date. Then we can go in here, that would be here, put in this 2.3 knots, and with his latest position, and then this is also the latest model FV3 GFS forecast. And by the way, we have I'm going to follow up with another video and a blog post. We now know what we've been watching for about 4 days in advance, the forecast for 12 Zulu on Friday, yesterday. And now I have reports back from Jacob of what exact winds he had during that day, and we can see which model did the best and how these various statistical models worked out. But anyway, so now once we have him set, here's where here's his present position right here, and you can look at the winds along the boat, and then this will move up there, and well, you can also read it up here, wind at the vessel, you know, and so forth. But let's look at this just as a matter of an ETA. If he keeps going at 2.3, notice that wind's not going down. That's still 20 knots, nominal 20. Which means 17.5 to 22.5. So here's Monday, and he's in Cairns now. Now, if everything goes, if he keeps going at this 2.3, then he's in there Monday night, late. And if it's real late, I'm guessing he might hang out in this harbor here and then come on down into Cairns the next morning on Tuesday morning. So anyway, that's what it looks like for now. Then we can do this. We've got this. We can click this. Here's the sort of analysis from LuckGrib we've been using, which is a meteogram, and this tracks along with his boat. And you see, here's the wind. Right now, it's showing about 15 knots, 16, 16 knots, going up to 22, down a little bit. And then that's that's only going out. I only have that for 3 days. So Sunday, Monday, there's no slider bar here. Oh no, wait, here's a slider bar right here. No, that's only going out to Monday. Oh, okay, so this forecast is only a few days. But anyway, that's what the wind looks like. The other thing we can do is, in looking at what winds he can expect, is I can close this and go here, for example. Now we're getting close enough now that he can use equivalent to what the U.S. calls VHF weather, NOAA VHF weather radio. The Australian counterpart of that which we would see here. This is the Cairns. This is the Cairns coastal forecasts here in this area. Here's Cairns. Where is Cairns? Somewhere in this area, right in here. I don't see the word Cairns there, but but this is the Cairns coastal weather, and so on Sunday and Monday, Tuesday, when he's up there, you see it's been 25 the whole time. 2025. Monday, there's a little relief here. It does 15 to 20. So that's kind of interesting. Then it bounces back to 20 to 30 on Tuesday. But hopefully Tuesday he's there. He's there. But here's one other thing I can say about these forecasts. These forecasts have been stronger. In other words, we can look at the ASCAT winds, the satellite measurement of the winds right along this coast. We get those from the ASCAT. And these have been, the winds at the coast have actually been lighter than what is forecasted here, almost consistently lighter. So I don't know what that means. I don't know enough experience about it. But, for example, I do have enough experience about here in the Pacific Northwest. The Canadian Environment Canada always forecasts very conservatively. So they can call 20, and when they say 20, it's really, you have to do it reluctantly and cautiously, but chances are it won't really be 20. It could be an outside chance that's 20. So these guys may be conservative as well as Environment Canada. I'm not sure about that. Here's one other interesting note. Let's go back to this observation here. Now let's turn, a couple interesting things. First of all, look at let me just turn all these off. Let's look at the ASCAT winds. So this is 11:50 yesterday, and this is as expected. Remember, if we go up here, whoa, what am I doing? Did I get, just a minute, this Google Earth, I got to be sure I did. I twisted my Earth here. There's the color bar up here. So blue going to green, that's 15, so that's a nice benchmarker on their color code, and green going to yellow is 20. So then you've got gradations in between these, but this yellow, you see the yellow is definitely over 20. So that's 20 knots out of the southeast, and that's true, right? That's not a forecast. That's what the wind was at that time, which is in about here. Now he's a little further up here right this minute, right there. But here's the issue: since we've been watching him, and since we've also put up the WinSat satellites, so we went set up the WinSat satellites. So that's not one satellite, the Coriolis satellite. Let's see, is that it? No, it's the descending path. It's the descending path. But look at this. This is almost, this is within, that's 20 hours. See, this is 20 Zulu on the date of, this says June 1st, so this is the 31st. So it's the same day as the other one, but the wind is totally different here. So I'm worried that this satellite measurement here is not right at all, and I'm going to just I wouldn't put much faith in this right now. This data, you see, this is real data. If you go up here and you look at the data, see, there's the data, right? And here's the ASCAT, and here's, now you can, I'm looking at this website here, the main satellite data page. So there's ASCAT, and there's the WinSat. So these things are not agreeing. That's a point I want to make. And so I'll let that go. We have an ongoing blog post that we're working on comparing these 2 satellite sources, and that'll be an interesting. It's like all of the many other side benefits that have come from following along with Jacob's row. Anytime you focus on an area and really concentrate on one particular area and really want to know the best about it, inevitably you learn a lot, and that's what we have done. We have learned a lot here. There's several other things that we've learned that will come up. The other last note that I'll make here is the currents. We have another very nice confirmation of the currents. Now, I have to say that reluctantly because we have many cases where they didn't pan out. But some days ago, we had a forecast from this RTOF's model. Now, this is actually tomorrow here because when this was posted, I extended it a couple days just to see how it's going. And you see, so the RTOF shows him with a nice current lift here of this is about a knot, about 1 knot of current. And so about when he was down about here, let's see, what latitude is that? Do I read that? Yeah, 18 and a half, 1826, 1830. When he was down in this region right here is when we first saw this forecast. And so, and he was not having any, and the current here was going this way and was relatively light. And here's where we could actually make a forecast. Say, when you get above, on this route, when you get above 18 degrees, you get north of 18 degrees 0 minutes, you should start seeing a current behind you right on the stern of about a knot. And sure enough, when he got there, that was a real nice email to get. Yes, we see the current. He sees the current about 1 knot right on the stern pushing him north. And so that was a very nice confirmation of that current. One of the things that we learned. And that current, if you look at the model today, I've closed down the luck grip, but if you look at that 1 knot carries him all the way up here. So that's good news on that. Now, we have to be careful about that because we have a lot of cases where the RTOFs did not necessarily produce, or let's put it this way, he could not confirm it. He could not confirm the currents because it's very hard to measure this in the conditions that he's in, and we'll elaborate on that elsewhere. But in cases where it was easy and to confirm, it did confirm. And the other, if any guideline that we're going to put on that, it will be when the OSCAR and the RTOFs agree with each other, it is more likely that you will see it. I'll just let it go at that. So the summary is, it looks like everything's going well. He's coming in here, it looks like about Tuesday. This trek, what have I got showing here that I want to close? The currents. This area here, this run right through here, remains a challenge, a big challenge on the control of the boat. But he reports back that he's having good experience with the control so far. And then this is also look at this here. One last note. Where are we? Here's downtown Cairns. You see, and this is that's 28 miles. 28 miles out to here. So certainly the press boats and so forth, or I just assume that there'll be spectator vessels out here in the neighborhood as he's going through this area, maybe getting some nice pictures for us. Okay, that's a report for today, and then hopefully be pretty much the same tomorrow or next day, but then he's in on Tuesday. Something like that, plus or minus.